would like to welcome our next guest up to the stage. We are very pleased to welcome back YouTube sensation, author, actor, philanthropist, master motivator, and hardcore bodybuilder, the one and only Muscle!
What's up with everybody? Thanks for coming out. We'll start with Q&A. Any questions out there? Any questions, anybody?
Folks, if you got questions, I will come find you with the microphone. Do not be shy. Who's got one?
Questions, nobody?
Come on, you've got one of the biggest, baddest bodybuilders in the world. He's got a question. Don't be shy, people. Come on. We're all here for the same reasons.
Golly, we know that you work with faculty going to overseas schools, talking to kids about like the decisions they make, especially like your own experiences in life. Okay. Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. We know that you're all into philanthropy with going into schools, talking to kids in risk situations, especially like your experiences in life. And do you ever get feedback from that with the people you've spoken to? Like anybody ever contacted you after that saying, hey, you've really made a difference to me?
Oh, so the question is, do anybody contact me about working with kids?
Afterwards, like, thanking you for sharing your wisdom. Like, has anybody contacted you after you talked to them, showed them, you know?
Oh, thousands of people. I get a lot of correctional facilities, youth authorities, group homes. They contact me, and once I become an A-list actor, I'll go to that stuff for donations. I'll go to the facility for free. But a lot of people don't have funding, and so they can't, bring me in at the time. But, hopefully my videos inspire people, entertainment, workout, motivational, comedy. So yeah, I get a lot of emails every day for that.
Who else has a question? Over there.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Hey, Kelly, one question. Where's the HM2 at?
It's at my booth,
Where's your booth?
1905.
See you there later. What time you gonna be there?
All right, got Slap City for you too. There's a lot of bruised up people walking around right now.
Well, for those who don't know, why don't you tell them what HM2 is all about?
HM2 is a drink, hyphy mud. I got a video where I mix coffee with soda, and it's just a crazy, euphoric energy drink. And so I teamed up with a company, and we got it in cans now. Sell it online, HM2, hyphy mud 2.
Who else has a question? Over there.
What's up, Cal? How you doing, brother?
Hey, when you're open, how often do you eat today?
Well, me, I don't do bulking and cutting. I mean, per se. When I grew up, it was all about working out and eating as much as possible. And the only time I get concerned with that is if I'm doing a competition and I cut back on carbs. But I listen to my body. I'm not an anal bodybuilder. I listen to my body. I have fun.
I got a follow-up question to that. How often are you doing competitions nowadays?
Well, I just did 2 last year. I won Mr. LA, did the USA. But I know, if I really want to do it, I got to hire a guru, regardless. That's just the game.
Who else has a question, folks? Muscle, there's one.
So my question is, at what point did you decide to share your message as far as helping people make better decisions, change the direction of their life, kind of like you did? At what point did you make the decision that, hey, I made these changes in my life and I want to help people do the same thing?
I'm keeping it honest. It was God. It was the Creator. better off Hollywood because that was my focus. So at the time, my producer, Rash Smith Project, called me like for the second time in a year. And I'm like, man, I just made 200 grand off commercials. I'm not tripping off no YouTube. So what happened was, because I've been on camera and filming stuff so much, it was a point where it went dead. So I like being, you know, artistic, creative. He called me, like, hey man, let's shoot a video. I'm like, forget it, let's do it. And he shot that video, and I didn't expect it. I thought maybe 50,000 views or something like that. And it just took off. So it was kind of overwhelming because everybody expected me to be that person on the video. Just a hardcore gangster, penitent ex-con. And so it was hard for them to see my comedic side and all that. And that's where a lot of people come on, oh, I thought it was for the kids, and it is. The kids need somebody that's gonna be straightforward. When I go in juveniles, YA, prisons, they want somebody raw and uncut. And so, you know, the message wasn't, I didn't intend for it to be as big as it was. You know, I was so focused on my life, and now I'm put in a position, I gotta be, you know, an example somewhat.
All right, we can have the question right over here.
How you doing, man?
Good.
It's not so much a question. Just wanted to say, you give me inspiration. When I see you on Facebook, I follow you, and we come from the same type of story, and you just motivate the way you stay real, 100%. You know what's the important things in life, man. I just want to give you credit, man, and say thank you a lot that you motivating us out here.
Thank you.
All right, who else has a question, comment, anything? I feel like if you're smaller than him, you should have a question. And that's just about, I'm pretty sure everybody.
Don't
so.
be scared.
Yeah.
This is my first time here at an expo, at FitExpo. I got led by my sister, and I'm seeing you today. And I just feel very motivated. So how do I get this continue to go and keep this going?
I couldn't hear him. Back noise.
So today is my first day at a FitExpo, and I see it. I mean, I'm getting a lot of motivation, and I'm seeing people talking. And I want to do something. I want to bodybuild. So where do you start?
Being honest. God. I was born disciplined. I was born a machine. I was just focused. You know what I mean? Like, I hate to say it, but it's not for everybody. Fitness and being buff and being in the fitness world is not for everybody. And that's why people come on, all these people, social media with hate. Because they like, why I can't get like that? Why I can't get, why nobody notice me? And you might be an electrical engineer. It might not be for it. And that's what I do in my videos. This is not for everybody. I didn't choose to be buff. I could have worked my ass off and still wouldn't have gained nothing. I would have moved on. All of my life, I've been an opportunist. Pimping didn't work. Selling dope didn't work. Robbing didn't work. I moved on from that. If bodybuilding, I never wanted to compete till I was 34 years old. And the reason I wanted to compete, because I was selling dope at the time, had a lot of money. I'm like, I better try to invest it in myself. That's when I got the bodybuilding. You know what I mean? So it's like, if going to the gym is like, I gotta go to the gym, don't do it. It's not for you. When I get up in the morning, I'm like, I'm about to go hit 500. It's on, the cracker. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, you know. Hope that answered your question.
I got a follow-up question, actually.
Yes, sir.
So when you said you wanted to invest some of that money back in yourself, that's when you got into bodybuilding. What was it specifically about bodybuilding that just hooked you?
I was buff in 90 days. At 16. Everybody, the Ben Johnson thing had just hit. Everybody in my neighborhood called me steroids. I went from 99 pounds to 140. Then all I did was ate 6,000 worked at the gym, trained twice a day. And everybody started calling me that. I look different than everybody. In Oakland, there wasn't no buff dudes, really, that said get out of prison or YA. So I knew as a kid, I was different. I was the one that walked around in the body shirt, you know, tight. Oh, you got on your little brother's shirt. Now everybody that used to say that, if they ain't dead or in prison for life, trying to get like me and they about 40. So I knew as a kid I had something special with muscle growth.
Who else has got a question? Come on, people, don't be shy. There you go. Everybody take this time to think of a good question.
Yeah.
Seems like you go to your favorite things of money and muscle. You can have one or that.
Okay, what was that?
If you only have one, money or muscle, what would it be?
Be money. Hey, let me tell you something. If I get a call from my agent right now, say we need you to lose 60 pounds, I'm gonna do it. I know how to get it back in a month. You know, and if I had the money, I could pay Hani Robert or George Farrell. I need to get buff in a month. Help, I got the money. Money.
That's the truth right there.
Yeah.
Who else has got a question? There we go. Let's keep rolling.
How do you recommend trimming your shoulders, shoulder injuries, like if I want to get my shoulders bigger, would you go heavier, lighter, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to get them bigger, just get them round into the definition.
This is a true story. I went to a gym in Oakland. So it's an old school bodybuilder, but he was raw, uncut, named Diego Chair. Got a gym in Oakland right now. And I used to throw around the 75 lateral raises, right? Like this hella weight. So he said, hey man, sit your big ass down. This is how he talk. Sit your big ass down, grab these 25s and hold it straight and go out straight without swinging. I couldn't do it. But I did 75s like this. So, and a lot of people get my videos confused. That stuff I do on the camera is my last set. I probably already did 4 sets of proper form. Then I'll get some weight and just go crazy because I know it's going to go viral and the trolls will come in and make it viral. You know what I mean? So, and high reps. Got it? High reps. It's good. When you look at Tom Platz with legs, Branch Warren with legs, Lonnie Colvin, everybody look, but they don't grasp what's going on. Those dudes was doing, Tom Platz was doing 50 to 100 reps. You know what I mean? High reps is a secret. Giving y'all secrets.
Everybody should be writing that down.
Yeah.
We got another question right up here.
How are you doing, Colin?
Good, how you doing?
What is your biggest sacrifice as a trainer to get to where you're at? Your biggest sacrifice?
To get where I'm at today, prison. All my life I was trying to hunt down money. You know what I mean? That was my biggest sacrifice because I was on my way to the NFL. But money, when my money get low, I always did dumb stuff. Always, until it's a struggle now. Like if my commercial slower, my mind will go left. And I have to, bring it back and stay calm. So yeah, that was my biggest sacrifice, trying to get money the wrong way. Yeah.
There we go. How do you feel about the YouTube trolls?
The YouTube?
Yeah, we don't want to do the one.
Well, what?
How do you feel about those YouTube trolls?
I love it. No, see, people don't get it. If you're not in Hollywood, if you don't know public relations, press, everybody come on, Why you even talking to the trolls, not your fans? The trolls and the haters, even in here today, I seen it. Oh, you see Kali Muscle, think he is an ex-con nigga, yeah. So, especially if they tell it to their girlfriend, they like, ooh, where he at? Why they talking bad about him? But internet, I do stuff to get them commenting. That's gonna make my video viral, more views. They my ghostwriter. I'm not mad, you know. I'm not mad at them. They making me famous.
You got haters, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
Question over here.
Hey, Kelly, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
So my question for you is, do you have a amount of sleep that you put in every night?
Right now, I'm sleeping, I guess about 6-7 hours. But I'm gonna tell y'all another secret why I got so bugged. In prison, I was sleeping at least 16 hours a day. At least, because I wanted to sleep off the time.
Do you think sleeping,
I can't hear you.
do you think, if a person's getting 4 hours of sleep, do you think that's enough? If that's all they can get?
It depends. I see Dexter Jackson and Jay Cutler say that's all they get. It depends on your body. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Another question right up here in the middle.
What's up, dog?
What's up, bro?
I'm just curious, what was your biggest motivation?
Success. Being successful is my biggest motivation. As far as the gym, I don't need no motivation. I see my body transform in 90 days. That's like you starting a company and you become a millionaire in 90 days. You gonna be like, I gotta keep going. There ain't no stopping. You know,
Question over here.
Hey, brother. Talk louder.
How many times do you eat a day?
Man, people trip out. Lately it's been 3 to 5 max. Low, but on the 3 end the most. Because right now I'm just having fun, focusing on my drink, HM2, so you know I look better and bigger when I don't trip on all that, just work out and have fun. I look my best.
How many times a day do you recommend that you eat?
How many times a day, what?
How many times do you recommend that?
It depends on your goals. If you're trying to bulk, you want to eat, man, for a hard gainer, a minimum 10,000 calories a day. On the low end, 6,000. But if you cut, like when I get ready for a bodybuilding show, I'd be lucky to get 1,500 calories in. Yeah. So it depends on your goals and your objectives.
Another question. On a daily basis, how many hours should you train bodybuilding?
Well, I'm 4 days a week right now, 3 hours each day.
So for someone like me who's like intermediate, maybe 2 years, lifting weights, how many hours a day should I be doing?
I can't say that. It depends on your body. It depends on, it's a lot of factors. If you're natural, if you consume enough food, you know what I mean? It's just a lot to it. When I trained 7 days a week in prison, I didn't make no gains and get stronger. When I dropped down to 3 days a week, which I'm basically at now, but I got an extra leg day, I get the biggest and strongest. Because everybody young thinks more is better. When you look at Dorian Yates, that motherfucker only trained about 45 minutes 3 days a week. But people don't grasp that.
Next question way here in the back.
What's up with that African rhino?
What's up with it, baby?
What's your favorite cheat meal?
Cheat meal? When you buff and stay lean like me, ain't no cheat meal. You can eat what you want. Look at that, boy. 265. Ain't no. I ain't lying. BBC Genetic. with hella fire genetics. I have a super fast metabolism. Like if I stop, last year I think it was, I had got my belly button fixed. I lost 40 pounds in about a month. If I stop working out, I get skinny.
We got time for probably 3 or 4 more questions, so if you're gonna ask, you better make it happen soon. There we go.
Anyone else that has beaten you in muscle up? Have you met anyone else that beat you in muscle up?
Not in 7 years. I'm trying to find somebody to take my crown. I'm gonna do some more this week. I'm 265. I'm gonna go for about 15 to 20 muscle ups.
Next question up front right here.
It's got muscle.
Hey,
What do you prefer? Because I heard some people go high carbs, just less calories, or do you prefer low carbs?
when I'm doing what?
When you're cutting, when you're leaning out.
Say when I'm cutting? What, for a show?
Yeah.
Say it. What do you say?
Advice for someone like me and him who's not into like advanced bodybuilding, but we want to lean out. Because I hear a lot of people say that you need high carbs to cut or low carbs.
It's a different era.
Every YouTuber says something else. I don't know what to believe.
Y'all different era. When I grew up, 6,000 calories plus. Wasn't no, I'm on 400 grams of carbs, 200 grams of protein. When I read Arnold, Lee Haney, Gordon Yates, Flex Wheeler, they were saying 6,000 calories. Wasn't no leaning. What you cut? Your workout should cut you. That's why y'all don't get big like us no more. Because you're trying to bulk, cut, bulk. Eat and bulk. Remember that. Yeah. Eat and bulk. If you're not doing no competitions, you shouldn't even be. What you talk about cutting and bulking?
But if I eat a lot, I put on a lot of body fat on top.
Well, you're eating the wrong thing.
That's why I eat chicken breast.
Clean. And a lot of it.
You get tired of that though, chicken breast?
You don't want it.
I do miss it, guy.
I used to force feed myself. I done had no appetite and I wanted it. So I force fed myself. You see what I'm saying? Rice, yams, potatoes, chicken, steak, beef, fish.
All right, we're moving on before this gets ugly. Anyone else got a question for Kali Muscle? All right, we got another one here.
Hey man, I don't have a question. I'm just thinking, I keep it real. I love what you're saying. I'm a lifting man, and I see all these books and everything, but the way you talk, the way you put it out there, this is what the world needs.
Simplified.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I appreciate you, Colin. I feel where you're going with this, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Sure.
Well said.
But let me say something. And that's the problem today. You got all this information. You got this guy, YouTube there. Firstly, y'all don't know what people own. Sorry, drugs, fat burners. This shit is simple. To get big, eat a lot, work out. To cut, drop your car. Simple. Ain't no, it's like now, macro is this, that is confusing everybody. Keep it simple like the old school you'll be. Might get half of that.
Well, looking at the clock, that's about all we have time for. I think that's a good place to end it too. So ladies and gentlemen, of the 2015 LA FitExpo, make some noise one more time for Kali Muscle!
Ain't no off-season cutting and bulk. Stay ripped and lean year round. See if your favorite YouTuber can look like this.